Today I want to talk about a game that surprised me. It inspired me to make my first review so that more people would know about it. I got to know about less popular games because of the channel Yellow Super Nintendo, and I now have played great games that I would never have known about. So I want to make more reviews about these games that are actually good from the PlayStation 5, 4 and 3 era. Most of these games have an anime-like art style, but don't have to be from anime. The gameplay can be from turn-based to action games. But now, let's get into the review. Alice Gear Aegis CS Concerto of Simulatrix is a 1v1 or 3v3 3D battle arena fighter with close combat and range weapons. Let's start from the menu. You can choose, for exception, single player. In single player you have story mode. The story starts with telling you that you are a captain of the Informal Actress Alliance. They want to test and compete in a virtual competition. That is my very short version. The story mode starts with one character that you choose and takes around 1 hour to complete. After that you can choose between all characters to play the story mode, with every character having their own story. The only thing that makes you choose a character is by their appearance. I would have liked some introduction for each character to make you want to play through more stories. In the hub you have this grid to choose what you want to do in every game day. You can choose a battle or a gift, with most being a 1v1 and some a 3v3 battle, where you can switch between your teammates. The goal is to get to day 21 all the way to the right. There are some visual novel style story parts that are not too long and a little bit too short to really care for the characters. But when you play the other characters you come across them and get to know them more that way. There are 22 character stories to play through. The characters do look good and have good animations that I like, except for the mouth animations, but some clothes have a little bit low textures for the PS5. I do watch all the visual novel parts, but for me the gameplay is the best part. Sometimes you don't need a big story to invest in. In combat you use your sword for close combat, which is powerful, and guns for ranged combat. You have 4 different guns that depends on which character you choose. A normal rifle, SMG, sniper rifle or bazooka-like, and every character has 2 secondary weapons. You see your own health and your team's health in the bottom left and your enemy's health in the top right. When you play a 3v3 battle, if you lose health, you can regain the health in pink by switching to another teammate who will regain health when not in battle. You also have stamina for dashing and fast movement, which you see in the middle below. You have 3 special attacks, which you see in the bottom right. If you use the right stick, left or right, a teammate will help you for a short while. Right stick forward you do a melee attack, and clicking the right stick will use all the 3 bars and does a special attack. Don't forget to use them because they are helpful. You don't have a difficulty option, but for me the game was not hard and not too easy. I only died a few times per story, but the matches are short and you load in back very quickly. I've never played a 3D battle arena fight before, but it surprised me how fun the combat is. It's simple to learn, and when you haven't played it in a few days, you don't have to relearn the controls. I also like it because I can play in between bigger games or play short sessions. A match is a few minutes and it saves after every match. So you can choose how long you want to play that moment. But if I have the time, I want to finish the story in one go because of how fun the gameplay is. From the title menu you can enter the customization where you can change clothes, paint your guns and mag and equip items. And from there you can go to the store to buy the items from the money you earned in battle. If you don't buy too many costumes and accessories, you will have enough money to buy good weapons and skill modules that will help in battle. The only thing is that they don't wear clothes you bought in the visual novel parts. The weapons and clothing are for each character specific, but the skill modules you can reuse for everyone. I do like the songs in the menus and shop. One song got stuck in my head for a while, that's how much I liked it. From the main menu, if you choose for example the multiplayer, and then the music will change. The menu itself looks a little boring, but for me that goes maybe with the style of the game. Now let's talk a bit about the trophies. The main trophies are for finishing each character story and for 100% completing every tile for every character. You also have trophies for getting every clothing item, all skill modules and so on from the store, which are probably a grind, and one for earning 10,000 gold, which is the only one you get after a few story playthroughs. I would have liked to get some more trophies after a few story playthroughs, The game on PS5 and PS4 is censored, but not on the Switch. There are some clothes removed and some clothes censored. You can see a video about it by Censored Gaming. But it's not censored because of the age rating, because the PlayStation and Nintendo version are both PEGI 12. For me it didn't hinder my enjoyment of the game, but I would like to have the developer's vision on all platforms. The game cost €30 digitally and €40 physically. It should probably be the same in US dollars. I think it's maybe a bit too much for this game, especially for the physical version, so maybe wait for a sale. Except if you want the physical version, because here in the Netherlands it's only for sale in one store, so if you want to have it, you have to probably buy it at €40. The PS5 game is just a standard game case, but it has a picture for the inside of the game case that looks nice. That is my review of Alice Gear Aegis. I recommend you to play it if it looks interesting for you. If you like this review, please subscribe and like this video. If you want to see more, you can check my main channel, which is in the description. Thanks for watching.